Yes, my name is Bench and welcome back to another Starmade video. In this video we're checking out the behind the scenes for the actual Starmade trailer that was recently released. So there's been a lot of questions about the stations and about the elevator, so let's jump right on in. So we're here in game and you can see it looks a lot like what the trailer actually looked like. All the footage that you saw in the trailer is actually in-game footage. There's no crazy camera tricks, there's no magical bloomage like this that you're seeing. This is actually all in game, and if I hit tab G you can see I put my HUD back on and it's all existing here. Now I'm going to hit tab F4 just to turn the bloom off. So we've got that option in game. You've also got that in the options menu before you launch. Now if we take a look around, what we can see is we've got a bunch of stations. So a lot of people have been asking, can you release a station from the trailer? I can't, because it's actually 11 stations all put together. So you can see here we've got a bunch of stations from Skylord Luke. This middle section and the bottom sections of Skylord Luke as well. We've got a couple stations from Delmont. We've also got a station from Chris the Nightbringer. Now we've done some modifications to them. If we fly over to Chris the Nightbringer's one, we can see that we've actually added the bar in underneath and added all the NPCs to make that station actually work for the shots that we want. Now we've also had to add the elevator shaft. Now the elevator is what a lot of people have been talking about. How do I build it? How does it work? And all that. Well, this actual one is a ship. And so the platform is a ship, and then the actual area that we travel up is part of one of the stations. Now you can see the ship from the actual trailer is docked, and then at the moment we're docked underneath, and that's just so we can align the platform at the moment so it will run in the rails the right way. Now we've got these damage beams and push beams, and initially that was the way that I was going to do it, but that ran out of time to really balance that to shoot it. So the way that I actually did it was I undocked, which I did just there. Now I have double tapped right shift so I can look around, and then I just held E just to move the platform up and be able to control it. So you can see this is where we actually docked on, and then the platform moves up. Now there's a couple things that we had set up. I'm in the core being able to travel. If you look underneath, we actually also have a build block just there, and that's where the camera sat. So we had a different Starmade player sitting in there, actually being able to record the footage that we want from the different angles that we want. You know, if we want to shoot from outside, if we want to shoot below, it gave us the freedom, while someone would actually be able to control the actual elevator itself. Now you might say, oh, that's gimmicky, that doesn't really work. If you're not actually doing it for real and you have to have someone sitting in there, well, what's the point of building the elevator? The elevator, it does demonstrate a mechanic that you can build in the game. Crusade demonstrated that with his logic elevator, that you're actually able to do that. And so what we'll do is we'll jump over there and actually show how we did that, how he was able to do that with his actual logic elevator. Now you can see it's basically a shaft with all these different floors, and then we have this elevator somewhere in here. Elevator, there we go. So the elevator is here, and it's just a box that runs up within the rails to be able to actually go up and down. So what we can do is we can go to these different points and we can call the elevator, and you'll see the elevator comes down and will stop, and there it is. So that is the general principle behind it. And you go, alright, well, how's that working? Well, it's got some beams here that fire, and you can see the little X appearing around my reticle means that it's actually firing and hitting something. That's it triggering the elevator. So we've got beams in here to be able to control pushing it up and down, and also being able to stop, and it's also colliding with different doors that we have in the back here to help control where it's actually going up and down. So we can call it all the way, we can call it all the way to the top, and we can see it actually will fly all the way up and then get pushed down until it arrives in the station where we want to go. We go all the way down and turn it off. We can see it also come all the way down again, fly down and arrive. So it's really efficient. It goes up and down, and it's built completely in game with the current setup that we have. It's just using the different effects that we have for our weapons customization in a different way. So that's a quick look at how we've set everything up here for this particular part of a trailer. You can see we've got all these different stations all surrounded by each other, and some pretty beefy computers to be able to handle the number of blocks that we have. It was basically just a bunch of computers. One's controlling the ship, one controlling whoever was filming, but it was all completely in-game. There was no trickery happening. You can see there, again, if we switch our settings on, we can easily get some really cool shots of the station as a whole. Anyway, my name is Bench. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.